Most fitness and calorie trackers operate on a single, rigid assumption. They treat every human body as exactly the same machine. That approach ignores a massive, recurring variable in female biology. Menstrual cycles and hormonal contraception directly affect energy levels, hunger, and nutritional needs, but the biggest apps on the market don't even factor them in. This is DUP. It's a minimal web app built to track food, keeping that biological context front and center. As the welcome screen shows, the goal is to provide practical food support in every phase of a woman's cycle, without inventing fake medical certainty. Real nutritional support requires adapting to the user's actual body, rather than forcing them to adapt to a generic static calorie formula. To build a tool this specific, the creator used Codex as an engineering co-pilot. Together, they designed the app's clean, responsive interface, focusing on a friction-free experience right out of the gate. Here on the Add Food screen, you can see the result. Users can immediately start logging custom foods, searching for items, and organizing them into flexible meal slots, all without even needing to create an account first. Beneath that surface, Codex also helps structure the data models and integrate a Superbase backend. This ensures that when a user does sign in, their private health and cycle records are locked down with row-level security. A secure, highly intuitive data architecture has to be in place before introducing any artificial intelligence to the system. Once the foundation is set, the app introduces the DUP coach. This chat interface shows the onboarding process. Instead of a static form, it's an interactive conversation powered by the GPT 5.6 Terra API. The model asks targeted questions one at a time, gathering specific details like current weight, goal weight, and a typical week's activity level. The developer placed strict guardrails on this interaction. The AI is limited to returning structured JSON, and it calculates baselines using a neutral activity profile. It is explicitly instructed not to make clinical, fertility, or medical predictions. At the end of the conversation, the coach produces this summary screen. It proposes a starting target of 1,738 calories and specific macro ratios, but the user always retains the final say, reviewing and approving the math before it applies to their profile. Using artificial intelligence in health tech works best when it calculates a personalized baseline and respects user autonomy, rather than silently enforcing rigid dietary rules. Here in the Cycle tab, we see how that biological context is put to use. Logging a period date range directly updates the app, generating specific, phase-aware food ideas, like prioritizing satisfying fats and complex carbs during mid-cycle days. To keep the business viable, the system securely tracks the AI API token usage and cost for every interaction on the backend, without ever logging the user's sensitive chat or health data in the ledger. Looking at the main food dashboard, the app takes the AI's complex backend calculations and distills them into clear, highly visible daily progress bars. By pairing Codex to build a robust structural foundation, with GPT 5.6 to handle personalized logic, DUP gives women a tracking tool that finally adapts to the realities of their own biology.